Good morning, handsome. You ready to get up? Are you faking? Hey! Hey, guess what today is? What do you get to do at school today? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me what you're gonna do at school today.
Pajama
What? No.
day.
Pajama day?
Yeah.
What? You're gonna wear pajamas to school?
Yeah.
You are? That's so cool. And what pajamas are you gonna wear? Are you gonna wear those really cool Avenger pajamas with Hulk on them? Or is Mommy gonna wear those today?
Me.
No, I thought I was gonna wear them today. Did you get some sleep last night?
Okay, I'll take down.
You're wild. You're a wild man. Wild man. Wild man. Careful. Easy. Don't jump. Easy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
You're so crazy. Good morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh.
You see me?
Oh.
Ow.
Ow. Nope, I can't see you.
Look up.
Look up.
Yes.
Oh, now I see you.
That's where it
Oh.
was, Mommy. Right here.
Oh, I couldn't even see you.
Nom,
Nom, nom, nom.
peeking out.
Fisher is in a good talkative mood this morning. Every time he makes sounds, I try to make sounds back and imitate him and go back and forth, because that was one of the first things we learned in early intervention from our speech therapist is, you know, even if they're not saying words, but if they're just making sounds and you make the sounds back to them and do a back and forth, it's almost kind of like some form of communication, because he's making a noise and I'm making a noise, and we're engaging with each other in that way. So whenever he starts making noises, even if it's like just a silly, crazy noise, I try to do it back to him. And that actually doing back and forth took us a long time to get there, getting him to imitate a sound that we're making and engaging enough with us to do that back and forth. So that's great. He's been doing that for a while now. But like I said, it took a little while to get there. So anyway, we are in the drop-off line to take Lucas to school. Fisher does not have school today. This is the first full week that we've been back on our regular schedule. He is going back to feeding therapy today. If you haven't seen my post before, he started feeding therapy 6 weeks ago, but he only got to go to his first 2 appointments, and then the last 3 weeks he hasn't been because the therapist wasn't going to be there because of holidays and whatnot. So this will be his first day back, and so we'll drop Lucas off. We got to run to the store to get a couple things, because after feeding therapy we're going to go visit a longtime childhood friend of mine who had a baby a couple months ago, and we haven't made it over there yet to see the baby, so I'm excited about that. So Fisher and I will go over there. So I was gonna stop at the store real quick before we have to head to feeding therapy to pick up a couple things to take over there for them. Feeding therapy takes up pretty much our whole first half of the day because it's an hour commute from where we live. So it's a long trip. It's actually in my old childhood neighborhood, which is kind of cool because it's kind of like driving back home. So yeah, so grocery store, an hour-long trip to feeding therapy. The feeding therapy appointment is actually really quick. It's only about a 20 to 30 minute appointment. And then we'll go see our friend and meet the new baby and then come home for nap time. So I'm excited. I'm hoping feeding therapy goes well today. He's been doing really good at home with what we've been practicing the last few weeks. However, the last appointment we went to before he had that 3-week break, it did not really end on a good note. It started really well. He was doing great. And then he got to a point where he was just kind of like, I'm done. And he didn't want to take the last bite. And of course he has to, because the point is for him not to learn that if I just fuss and cry and I throw a fit, I don't have to do it, or I can just refuse until I wait out the buzzer and then I don't have to do it. So no matter what, if his time's not up, he's got to finish that last bite. So that was kind of rough. He was mad about that. So it didn't really end on a good note. So I'm a little worried because he has the best memory ever, and in the past, once he's had a bad experience somewhere, he doesn't forget. And he'll start to get upset and anxious like as soon as we pull into the parking lot of that place. He has like the most amazing memory. I wish my memory was that good, because my memory is terrible, y'all. Terrible. So anyway, fingers crossed, because before that last week, he loved going there. He got really excited when he pulled in the parking lot. When we went and we were trying to wait in the waiting room, he kept trying to pull me to the back because he gets to do his puzzle and he gets to eat, which are two of his favorite things to do. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to take any video of us at the grocery store this morning or going into feeding therapy, because I don't want him to have the phone before then, because when I have to take it away, sometimes that causes an upset, and I don't want him to already be upset before we even go into feeding therapy this morning. Sometimes he's okay if he's going somewhere that he's excited about, like if he had the phone in the car and we got to school and he knew he was going into school, or the private therapy place he was going to, he would willingly give up the phone to run in and do that because he's excited about it and he wants to do it. But because I don't know if he's still going to be excited to go to feeding therapy after the way it ended last time, I don't want to take a chance of causing an upset before we even go in. So you do have to be careful about the way you do certain things, and you definitely have to be intentional about things and plan out different situations, which is a whole other topic that I will get to later. I feel like I said that a few times on different things, but it's just like there's always something coming up. So I will definitely get to that at some point. Anyway, so that's our day, and then after we pick Lucas up from school today, where are we going, bud? You remember? Yeah, and why are we going to Walmart after school? What are you going to do? You're going to pick out a birthday present for Daddy, because his birthday is in a couple days. So yeah, that's it. I hope everybody has a great day. And P.S. I didn't say this in the beginning, and I realized that I'm terrible about this. I'm Jenna, and this is Staying Home with Autism. And thank you for joining us. And we'll see you this afternoon. I hope everybody has a great start to their morning. Ay, ay. Fisher. Fisher. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wave. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Lucas, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, are you going to have fun today?
Yeah.
Are you going to learn today?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me what you did today? No. Oh, my.
Yeah,
You're so
No.
silly. No.
no.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. See you later.
Yes.
Okay, so feeding therapy was a little rough, but it was also good at the same time, if that makes any sense. So what we did today, actually, I can show you what we did today, because I still have it right here. Okay, so the goal today was I was supposed to bring, there's one flavor of this yogurt brand pouch that Fisher likes, and it's the raspberry and strawberry. But I went to the store and they didn't have that one in the store that I went to this morning. So we got this flavor, which is one that Fisher has eaten in the past, the pear, spinach, and mango. But the last few times I tried to buy him this flavor, he either refused it or he took one taste and then didn't want to eat it. So I brought this with me today just to see if they wanted to try today. Because what we were trying to do with the preferred flavor, the raspberry and strawberry, was to squirt it out of the pouch onto a spoon and get him to eat it off the spoon. Because he has never, well, not since he was a baby, eaten yogurt off of a spoon. He's either only eaten it out of the pouch, a frozen yogurt, or a Dannon yogurt smoothie drink with a straw. If I tried to put yogurt on a plate or, put it on a spoon and feed it to him that way, he wouldn't take it because then it's different. So the plan was to bring in the preferred and put it on a spoon and have him eat it off the spoon. So since we didn't have the preferred, they decided to go ahead and try this one today. And he took the first bite with no problem. But I think he was a little distracted, and so then after that he didn't want it. And so he started screaming and throwing a fit, and but they got him to try it. And then he got to the point after a few times of getting upset that he was willingly open his mouth to get a bite or get a taste out of the pouch. And he would do his toy or his little preferred activity. And so then we moved to the spoon, which he was upset about at first. But he ended up taking some of the bites after starting to throw his fit. He would kind of stop and realize, okay, they're going to make me eat it anyway. Might as well open my mouth. So it was hard because he was upset and, he didn't want to do it. But it was also successful because it was a move in the right direction, because he did start to willingly taste this or eat it off the spoon, and he did it for the entire timer, which was set for 15 minutes. So it was good. It was made me feel more positive about it, and hopefully this will help him in the long run to start eating new foods entirely and have a bigger variety of foods in his diet and some healthier foods. And so we'll just continue once a week, and we're gonna do this same thing next week with the spoon and just keep doing it until hopefully he gets to a point where he will willingly just eat it with the spoon, no problem. And then we'll move on to whatever the next step is. So, so that was that. And then we got to go visit my friend and we got to see the little baby, he was super cute. And, he's 2 months old. I don't even remember this guy or Lucas being that little. It feels like it was forever ago. So we got home. I tried to put him down for a quick cat nap because I could tell he was tired, but he didn't go to sleep because he pooped. So hopefully it'll be a easy early bedtime tonight for the boys. So we're in line to pick up Big Brother, and we're gonna go to the store so that Lucas can pick out, sorry, I got something on my shirt. Lucas can pick out a birthday present for Dad. He's got his own money. He's gonna pick out, Dad said let him pick out whatever he wants, because he did it for Christmas. He went to like a little Christmas shop that they had in his school. He had his own money that I sent him, and he got to pick out whatever he wanted and like do his own shopping for me, my husband, Fisher, and he picked out something for the dog and for his Aunt Boo. And he was so excited about it. It was really cute. So Luke said, let him pick out whatever he wants. And so that's what we're going to go do. And hopefully we'll have a good rest of our evening. I hope everybody's had a great day. I'm sorry I didn't get to kind of show any of him going into his feeding therapy or going to the store this morning. But I was just concerned that if he saw the phone, he was going to want it, and then that was already going to upset him before we even started the feeding therapy, having to take it away from him. Which, also, I want to note, I said earlier, I was worried if he was going to be upset when he went back to feeding therapy today because it ended not so well last time we were there. You are making so much noise back there. Which was about 3 weeks ago. But he had no problem. He was excited to be there. He ran right in. He's running all over the waiting room. He went right back to the therapy room, and so that was good. So yeah, hopefully it continues in a mostly positive, has a positive outcome. So hopefully everybody has a good day, and thanks for stopping in. Please share if you know anybody that has a child with autism, or not even if it's their child, if it's just somebody that is in the family, a sibling, a cousin, a niece, a nephew, whatever. I'm hoping this can help some people kind of have some understanding about autism and the everyday, day-to-day life. Of course, autism is different in every person. No one person with autism is exactly the same. But hopefully there'll be some things that can maybe be helpful. So yeah, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.